Hey, what's up everyone, it's Camayah Films. Welcome back for another effects tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this really dope color isolation effect that I've used in a bunch of my music videos. Plus, if you make it to the end of this video, I got a free overlay for your music video projects that you can download and use however you'd like. Alright, so my clip's in the timeline, I'm ready to go. Let's jump right into the color inspector on the top right. The tab that says no corrections, we're going to open it and click color board. Now let's go right over here and create a color mask. So the scene has a color mask now, but we need to make a selection for it. I'm going to be selecting the orange jeans that he's wearing in the video. As I click and drag the eyedropper tool on his jeans, you can see him selecting the orange color. There's a couple spots like here and here that aren't being selected properly by the eyedropper. I'm gonna hold the shift button on the keyboard to bring up this plus icon next to the eyedropper. Now as I'm holding shift, I could click on the parts of his pants that weren't being properly selected and add them to our selection. It looks like a little bit of color is showing up on his hands, so we're gonna remove it from the selection. To remove it from the selection, instead of holding shift, we're gonna hold the option key. Okay, now that we have a great color mask, we could desaturate all the colors in the scene except for the orange that we've selected. I'm gonna press this outside button. What this button does is it allows me to adjust everything outside of the selection that we've made. I'm gonna head to the saturation settings and bring down the global scale. After doing this, everything in the scene should be black and white except for the color that you selected. Now we need to add a shape mask to separate his pants from the car because they're both orange. It's going to be easier if we change this mask into a square, so let's adjust this curvature point right here. Let's slim it out a little bit as well. I'm also going to change the rotation. I know you see that fade of orange under his feet. We're going to get rid of that by dragging in this outside square. In other terms, we're decreasing the feather. Now, we're going to lock in all the adjustments we made to the shape mask by creating a keyframe. This will give us the ability to change the position of the mask on each frame. So using the left and right arrow keys, I'm going to go through each frame and adjust the shape mask so it's covering his pants and not touching the car. Feel free to adjust the rotation if you need to, it will not mess up the keyframe. So I did all the frames from the left of where we started. Now let's go back through using the right arrow on the keypad and get the rest of them. Depending on how stable your footage is, you could skip 1 to 5 frames between each position adjustment. Now that we made all the adjustments for the shape mask, we could take a look at the final effect. To save this effect and speed up the editing process in the future when you try to implement this effect, we're going to save it as a preset. Head over to the Save Effects preset button and click it. Name it whatever you like and press save. Alright, so I got an example here to show you guys how to use the preset. We're going to open the effect search panel and search for the preset that we just created. Yours is going to be under the name that you just saved it as. I'm going to drag and drop it down on this new clip. We're going to reset the parameters for the shape mask and disable it by pressing the blue check. Now make a selection for the color you want to isolate. After you get your selection perfect, all that's left to do is to turn back on the shape mask and make adjustments like we did before. Making presets for your effects is super useful. I promise you, if you didn't know how to do it before, you're gonna start doing it now. And as promised, I got that free overlay for y'all. When editing music videos, clients often request me to put their social media at the end of the videos. I've been using this overlay for a very long time, so I thought it'd be a very useful gift to give to you guys. If you're interested in downloading it, the link is in the description below. And if you want to see me edit a fire ass intro, click on this video right here.